Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa and I am a first-time mom. I have a little girl, her name is Ellie, and she's almost 5 months old, but I'm just getting back on YouTube and I had been making lists the past couple of months knowing that I was going to come back, and what I wanted to share today are some of the newborn must-haves that got us through the first couple of months of Ellie's life. There's going to be things on here, I feel like every YouTuber does this, like makes a little disclaimer at the beginning of the video, but I just feel like I need to say it so nobody like comes at me, because I know that there's a lot of these things just make life easier. I felt like they were a must-have. They made my experience a lot better for myself and for my husband and for our daughter Ellie. Not everything works for every baby. Every situation's different. Every family is different. But this is what worked for us. And anyway, I hope that this is just a good guideline and, you know, just gives you some ideas if you're a first-time mom or a second-time mom and you're just looking for a video to refresh yourself on what you need for your little baby. So let's go ahead and get started. And it's a pretty long list, to be honest with you, so I'll try to make it snappy. I tend to I just like tend to ramble when I'm nervous, especially like right when I turn the camera on. I feel like I just like can't shut up. So anyway, let's get going. The first category I'm going to start with is clothing. So zipper onesies were the easiest thing for us. We pretty much exclusively used zipper onesies for bedtime and daytime. I think they call them like sleep and play. I think that's a term they use. But anyway, it's just a zipper onesie. The ones that we used were from Target. They were the Cloud Island brand. Super affordable. You can get 3 of them for $12.99. They have a lot more colors online than they do in the store. So definitely order them on the Target app or just, you know, Target online. I'll link them down below, but they come in a bunch of cute patterns, at least for girls. To be honest with you, I haven't looked at any of the boy stuff, but just zippers. I feel like, you know, we did some of the button-up stuff just because I heard zippers were going to be easier, but you find stuff that is so dang cute and it has the buttons. You're a first-time mom, I feel like you have all the time, you know, you have time. So, I mean, if you want to sit there and button it up, it's fine. But the zippers are just a lot easier. So, yeah, highly recommend getting those. I would probably get, like, I don't know, we had maybe 12 onesies or so in the newborn size. And she was in newborn for about a month. She was born at 7 pounds 7 ounces, and she was in newborn for about a month, and then she moved into 0 to 3, and she was in that size until just about 3 months. She's been pretty true to size with Target. So yeah, I would get some newborn zip up onesies for sure. The next thing I would definitely make sure you have are swaddles. I wouldn't spend a ton of money on buying too many swaddles, and I would definitely keep the packaging. That way, like, if you try it on and like the second you put it on you're like, okay, this just isn't gonna work, I don't like it, at least you can like return it before you actually use it. I wish I had done that, because I have a couple of things that I've already passed along or sold to this kids consignment shop because they just didn't work for us and I didn't have the receipt. So I do feel like swaddles are a must-have and a necessity in my personal opinion. It keeps the baby the safest, and I feel like Ellie slept the best with a swaddle. I know some parents say that their kid doesn't like to be swaddled. I get that, but you know, I don't know, I still just feel like a swaddle is a must-have. At least try it, because I feel like it keeps them snug and warm, makes it feel like they're in your room. I felt like she was nice and safe in a swaddle. It kept her warm. We did the Moms on Call program, and we swaddled Ellie up in just a blanket swaddle and folded it the way that they instruct you to, just like a tight little burrito. It was really hard to get used to. It took us a couple of days to really get it down, but you do it so often that you'll get the hang of it quickly. So if you're someone who wants to do blanket swaddling, don't give up. It will get easier. We practiced like, I don't know, a couple of days before she was born on the teddy bear, and we weren't that good at it, but we got used to it. So I'll link the swaddles that we used down below. We just used actually like a light muslin swaddle. Moms on Call recommends using a flannel one, but we live in Florida and I just felt like that was just a little too thick for the time of year she was born. So the muslin worked fine. We just had to pull it pretty tight, and she was great. She slept in those until she was about 7 weeks old, and then she started getting her arms out, and it made me nervous, and at that point I just dropped the swaddle, and we did sleep sacks for a couple of weeks, and then now she's just jammies in a crib. The next thing I recommend having a ton of are burp rags and bibs. Burp rags, for obvious reasons, babies drool so much, and you're just gonna want to have them everywhere. You go through them so quickly, and it feels like it's kind of like the socks thing. You know how you're always missing a sock and like they're always everywhere? Like, I feel like the same thing happens with burp rags. Like, I don't know, we seriously have like 30 of them, yet it seems like every time I open up the drawer it's empty, even though I'm doing laundry constantly. So I would recommend probably having, like, no joke, like 25 to 30 burp rags. Maybe I'm being excessive here, but I just feel like we go through them so often, especially in the newborn phase. They're eating so often. They eat every, you know, 2-3 hours. Every baby is different, but you're constantly feeding. They're constantly, you know, spitting up, dribbling, and you know, it's just nice to have a bunch of them. So we really like, let me show you. Do I have one handy? I'm sitting in my daughter's nursery. Okay, here we go. My favorite are these Burts Bees burp rags, and I'll link everything in this video down below. Sorry, I don't know if that's focusing. They're really nice. They're like a thick cotton, kind of just like a, I don't know. It's just like a thick cotton material. It's really soft. I really like this a lot. We also tried these Amazon ones. I feel like these are super popular, and a lot of people talk about these. They're muslin, and they're really cheap. I actually don't really like these. We still have them because, I don't know, I just like don't have the heart to throw them out. My husband actually does kind of like these. I don't know, I feel like they're super soft and like don't do anything. I feel like they're not absorbent, so I just keep these like in the diaper bag because I don't care if they get lost. But yeah, my favorite are the Burts Bees, and then I also like the copper and pearl ones as well. Those are like super thick. Let me show you. I have a feeling this is going to be a really long video because I'm spending like 5 minutes talking about burp rags. Here's one of the copper and pearl ones. These came in a 3-pack, and I think a 3-pack was like 20 bucks, which is like kind of a lot. But they're very, very thick. So, you know, they're longer if you want to like hold and burp the baby. I feel like these are nice if you want them to like sleep on you and hold them for a while, whereas these I feel like are just good for a quick little dab on the face. We only have like one of the 3-packs of these. We got them from our registry, which was a really sweet gift. But for the rest of them, I just have a bunch of these Burts Bees ones. So anyway, like I said, they'll be linked down below. And then bibs, same 2 brands. I love copper and pearl bibs, and then I love Burts Bee bibs. Let me show you those as well while we're at it. Here's a Burts Bees bib. These are super stained, sorry, but you get the idea. They're like kind of like a terry cloth on the one side, so the side that's on their body, and then a soft cotton on this side, and they're super easy to get on and off, and that's why I think I favor these a lot. They're super easy to just pop on over their head, and then this hangs back over their back. And then when they fall asleep and you want to put them in the crib, it just feels like a nice seamless little, like, pull it over their head very gently, place them in the crib, pull it over their head, and I feel like she doesn't wake up. I think that's why I like these so much. And they're absorbent, and they're like they hang down enough that like I can just pull it up and like do a little dab like when we're feeding and if she drools. And then these are the copper and pearl ones. They're like that bandana style. We actually had a couple of these as a hand-me-down, and I didn't buy them prior to Ellie being born, and we used the hand-me-downs. My husband was like, I love those work so well, like let's get a couple more of those. And they're kind of pricey. I feel like with all baby things, like everything is kind of pricey for what it is, but you know, that's just how it goes, I guess. These are really nice and thick. They're like this nice, here we go. It's kind of like a fleecy, I don't think that's focusing, but it's like a fleece material on the back, and then a nice like soft cotton on the front. And it really, because they're a bandana style, it really catches the drool, and the drool doesn't like drip down into their onesie. So if they have an outfit on that you don't want them to ruin while you're feeding them, you don't want to get all wet, I would go for a bandana style, a thick bandana style. Whereas with this one, even though this is super easy and I like these a ton, I will say that like if they're eating and some milk dribbles down, it like goes down their neck and then like into their onesie. So there we go. That's 5 minutes talking about bibs and burp cloths. The last thing I'm going to mention as part of the clothing category is a newborn hat. Obviously this is going to depend on where you live, what time of year your baby's born, but Ellie was born in Florida in March, and it's actually a really nice time of year. It's not super hot, but we get some hot days you know, scattered throughout March, and the nurses at the hospital were super insistent that I had a hat on her head at all times, and it's nothing that ever crossed my mind when I was buying things for Ellie that like, I don't know, I'm just like not really a hat person. I didn't intend to put her in hats, but she definitely did require a hat that first couple of weeks, I would say. Maybe like the first 2 weeks she was in a hat most of the time. So I would recommend getting newborn size hats. A lot of the hats that I had that had just happened to come with like a little outfit or something were 0 to 3 or 0 to 6, and those were so big they like came down to like her mouth. So I had to go online on Amazon and just order a pack of newborn hats. I'll link what I got down below, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're not in them that long, so I wouldn't spend a ton of money. But yeah, make sure you have a couple of hats. They'll give you a hat at the hospital, but it wouldn't hurt to have at least, you know, 1 or 2 others, just for, so you don't have to constantly be washing it. The next category, I'm just gonna call it diapering because I have no idea what else to call it, but just everything that goes with changing your baby. We have a changing mat. We have the Skiphop changing mat, and we really, really like it. It works great. It comes with this little mobile on it. We just took it off, and she's just about to turn 5 months. It was kind of just getting in our way. It looked cute. I mean, I don't know how much it really entertained her, but it was cute, and it was a lot cheaper than the Kikaroo. But we also put a changing mat on top of it. Let me show you. And I love these. These are awesome. They're from Amazon. They're called Blue Snail, and they come in a 3-pack, and they're really, really nice. This is like a really nice soft, like kind of velvety cotton, and then on the back it's like a mesh material. So the mesh goes flat, and then the baby lays on the nice soft side, and they're waterproof. So this fits perfectly on the Skiphop changing mat. I'll insert a clip if I remember. You could just wipe down the Kikaroo or the Skiphop changing mat, or whatever type of changing mat you get. If you get one of the rubber type ones, you could just wipe it down, but it kind of feels a little like sticky and like weird on it. So like this just feels so much softer, especially because the baby's like half naked half the time they're on here. So, and when they mess up, like while you're changing them, if they pee when they have the diaper off, I feel like this is just a lot easier to like throw in the hamper rather than like have a mess like spill everywhere and go all over the place. So we really, really like these. I got a 3-pack of the gray and a 3-pack of the white. I wish I only would have gotten the gray. I'll link the exact ones I got because they make a couple different types, and I really like this one. I forget the exact name. I'll have to just link it down below. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but they make a couple different types, and I'll make sure I get the right one in the description box. But these are really helpful. 6 of them I thought was perfect to have because I don't know, even with just, I thought having a little girl like peeing on the, like when the diaper was off wasn't going to be a thing, but that happened all the time, and I was always really happy that I could just take this, throw it in the hamper, and then like grab a new one and start over. So that's, yeah, definitely a must-have in my opinion. You need somewhere safe to change the baby at the end of the day, and I saw in some videos people said that like having a changing table wasn't critical for them, and maybe, you know, I don't know. We live in a pretty small house, and it's 1 story, and like it's pretty easy to get to her. I mean, I shouldn't even say pretty easy. Like it's actually like more inconvenient to change her anywhere else than her room because our house is so small. I guess I could imagine if you live in a 2-story home or just a really big home and like running all the way upstairs to their nursery every time they need a diaper change. I guess I could see why people don't use a changing table and like a changing station, but for us it's really helpful. We've never really changed her diaper anywhere but here, like when we're at home, and we just have it. I don't have a separate changing table, but I just have it on top of her dresser. It's up there. I'll get a shot of it and put it over this footage, but yeah, I would just say having a changing mat of some sort, plus these reusable washable mats are a must-have. We use Pampers Pure. We started with Honest. We used Honest while she was a newborn. They were the only ones that really like fit her shape at the time. We tried Pampers, and like, I don't know, like the Pampers newborn were too small, and then the Huggies were like too big, and then I don't know, for whatever, we tried a couple of them, and when she was a newborn it just seemed like the Honest were the only ones that fit, so that's what we used. And then we have since transitioned her into Pampers Pure, which I really like. I think they're a lot more absorbent, to be honest with you, than the Honest, even though the Honest ones are super cute. I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm gonna like compare and contrast. So yeah, obviously diapers are a must-have. I would not get too many newborn diapers. I would probably only get like one case, and then see what you need, like kind of assess the situation. Ellie was in those for a month, but you know, I feel like it just depends on how big your baby is, and I feel like you're just not gonna know that until they get here. So you know, you could order them on Amazon. I feel like it's not that big of a deal to just get them when they're here. Side note, I felt like I had to have everything before Ellie was born, but it's very easy to just order things on Amazon and it shows up at your door. I mean, it calmed my mind to have things in order, but I mean, I wouldn't overbuy just for the sake of like feeling like you want to be prepared. So start out with like one case of newborn, and then you know, get more as you need. Another must-have is a diaper pail. We have the Decora Mini. Initially I didn't have a diaper pail on my registry, and my cousin, she was like, Vanessa, you don't have a diaper pail on your registry, or she just like asked me like, do you already have one? And I was like, no, I'm not doing a diaper pail. I'm just gonna like throw it in the trash, or I'm just gonna like put it in like a little baggie, and I'll bring it outside and throw it in the trash can outside every time she has a dirty diaper. And she was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. And she was totally right. I felt like a diaper pail was silly, and I felt like it would just stink, and I didn't want one, and I don't like how it looks, and like just all the things. I felt like it was an unnecessary thing, but it has proved. Now here we are a few months later, and I'm saying it's a must-have, but you really do need a diaper pail in my opinion. Maybe some people get by without one, but it's not, I don't know, 3 a.m. changing a diaper that stinks. I don't feel like you want it stinking up your whole house. You'd rather just put it in the diaper pail, and then like we're just constantly, you know, changing out the diaper pail maybe every couple of days. So I would recommend it. I'll link the one that we have down below, and we like it. It's fine. Okay, the last thing as it relates to diapering is this little thing. It is called a Dr. Talbot's like butt spatula. I don't know. The Bumbo, that's another one that's really popular. This looks just like it. And then some Aquaphor. Ellie has never gotten diaper rash, and I really think it's because we just put this on every time we change her diaper, and it keeps it like nice and protected. You know, if that's something that you're interested in doing, if you're going to be putting anything on their booty, whether it be diaper cream or Aquaphor or anything, like if you're fiddling around with the diaper and you're gonna have to put like the clothes back on, having whatever it is all over your hands would just be like such a nuisance. And then like their hands go flying, and then like you hold their hands, and then you don't want them to get this stuff on their hands and put it in their eye. Like, just getting this thing that's a couple of dollars is just so worth it. I know it seems very gimmicky, but I love this thing so much, and it's probably one of our most used items just in general. So highly recommend this. It's worth the hype. I like it. Get it. I'll link it down below. Something my husband and I consider a must-have. I actually just went in the living room to ask him real quick, would you consider this a must-have, or do you think this is a nice-to-have? And that is a wipe dispenser. We have the OXO or OXO brand dispenser. It's not a warmer or anything. It's literally just a plastic like container that has a weight on it, and you pull the wipes out. And he said, I think it's a must-have. He's like, I feel like if I had to fiddle around with that plastic package and pull the wipe out, like it just would be less than ideal. So we're considering this a must-have in our family. We really like the wipe dispenser. It just makes it easy, keeps the wipes pretty moist, I think. and yeah, it's just convenient. We really like it. So I'm gonna link that down below, as with everything in this video. I don't know why I keep saying that, but yeah, the wipe dispenser I would say is a thumbs up and a must-have for our family. All right, I don't know what to call this next category. Maybe just around the house baby things, things you'll use every day. I don't really know what to call it, but the next thing that comes to mind is a newborn must-have that we use every single day, multiple times a day, are the Boppy Lounger and the DockATot. I would say that you only need one or the other, and if I had to pick one, I'd probably say the Boppy Lounger because it's a lot cheaper and you can use it for a lot longer than the DockATot in my experience. The DockATot was great and we used it so much and we really loved it, but it's like almost $200. I think it's like $175. I got lucky and got it on clearance at our Target. It was like on one of those end caps. Somebody must have returned it from their registry or something, and it wasn't opened at all. Like, it still like was all sealed up. So I ended up getting it for like, I want to say like $80 or $90, which was still a lot, but I felt like it was a deal at the time. And like I said, we used it a lot, but I feel like if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with the Lounger because we're still using the Lounger and Ellie's almost 5 months old. When you're sitting down eating dinner or sitting on the couch and you have baby right next to you, it's just really nice to have them in something that's safe and comfortable. And with the Lounger, it's slightly inclined so they can kind of see you a little bit and like look around without being completely flat. And it's just, it comes in handy a lot. I know a lot of moms bring it into the bathroom like when they take a shower and like, you know, put them down, or you know, if you're going over to a family member's house and they don't have baby things and you know, you want to have somewhere to put the baby down on the floor or you know, somewhere safe, bringing the Lounger or a DockATot is just super helpful. So I definitely recommend looking into Loungers and getting at least one, and like I said, for the price I would say that the Lounger is the most bang for your buck. So yeah. The next thing we used a lot was the Boppy pillow. It's actually right behind me, and this is just the traditional Boppy, and then I have a cover on it. I use this every day for every feed, and we bottle feed, and I just find this to be very comfortable. I'm sure you could just use a pillow, but I don't know, I feel like the shape of this really helps get like the right angle. I sit in the chair and put like this behind my back, and then this is in front of me, and then Ellie goes right here and I feed her, and it just like saves my arm. So my husband and I both love this thing, and for how, you know, inexpensive it is relative to a lot of other baby items, I feel like it's just, I mean, I love it. If you're breastfeeding, I would say look into the Breast Friend, or Frida Mom just came out with something that looks really similar to the Breast Friend. So maybe that would work a little bit better for you if you're doing that. But I would say for bottle feeding, this, I mean, I can only speak to bottle feeding, so I love this. And then we also use this for playtime. We use it for tummy time. We use it for like, now that she's not sitting up on her own by any means, but she can like kind of lean into this thing and just use it as kind of like a chill chair when we're on the play mat. So there's other things that you can use this for other than feeding. It's multi-purpose. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the nose Frida and this little like nose Frida or Frida Baby like picker. I know, this is all so glamorous. The Frida Baby nose, nail, and ear picker comes in this little case. It looks like this. And I use this a lot along with this thing. So I'm sure you guys, if you've been watching a lot of newborn videos, you probably heard what this thing is. Basically, you stick this blue part up by their nostril, you put this in your mouth and suck it in, and it gets all of the snot out of their nose. This thing is so long, it's not going to get in your mouth, it's just using your air. There's a little filter in there. This thing works great. We actually bought this after we got home from the hospital. Like the first week we had her, like maybe like 3 days after we got home, and her nose like always had like all this just snot in it, and like they don't blow their nose, so we couldn't get it out, and their little nostrils are so tiny. So this thing is so effective, and like, I mean, it gave me really good peace of mind putting her to bed at night knowing that her airways were clear with this thing. So I felt like it was gimmicky when I was pregnant and I didn't like put it on my registry or anything, but yeah, I was proved wrong. This thing it's worth the hype. I like it. And then I got this shortly thereafter. Sometimes when they have like a little booger or something that like it won't come out with the nose Frida, you can just like pick it with this thing. It has like a couple of different little attachments. You can flip it over, and it has a flat one. Let's see if you can see that. That's flat, and then this one is very similar, but it has like more of a curve to it. And then we don't really use this. I don't know what that's for. It's just flat. And then this thing, I mean, this looks like kind of dangerous, but I think this is to get dirt out of under their nails. I don't use that. I use it for the picker side, for the nose. Yeah, this thing, it's like, I don't know, $10 maybe. But I really like it. It works really well. I'm embarrassed to tell you how often we use it. We use it a lot. So yeah, I would say, yeah, these are must-haves for us. You're going to need a way to clean your baby. You don't give too many baths when they're first coming home. You only do kind of a sponge bath, in which case we just put her on the boppy lounger with a towel over it and just like wiped her down with a washcloth, and that would called it a day. But now, after that phase is over and you give them real baths, we have a collapsible bathtub. Our bathroom is really small, and I don't know, a lot of people have the Angel Care bath. It looks like a little colander. A lot of people love that. My friends love that. They have a bigger bathroom and they're able to fill up their tub and just have more room to do that. Our tub is just like not great. I don't love it. I'd love to replace it one day. It's old, and I didn't really want her in our actual tub. I wanted her to be in her own like contained tub. So again, it's by that brand OXO, OXO, however you say it. And I really, really like it. It's been great. It folds up flat. We can just, store it next to the tub when we're done. She likes it. It has this little thing that pops up in the middle to hold her in, and then you can get rid of that piece once they're bigger and they can sit up on their own. And then we also have the Skiphop, it was just like a bath accessory pack. It came with a thing to kneel on for your knees, which, I mean, we have tile in our bathroom, so I mean, it's a lifesaver. I don't know, kneeling on it is great. So I would recommend getting one of those, and then one of the bath cups that had like the angle on it so that you don't accidentally like spill everything in their face. Obviously some water is going to get in their face and that's fine, but I do recommend getting one of those baby bucket like pourer things. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. I'm obviously not doing a great job explaining what it is, but you need it. It's great and it doesn't cost too much. The next thing in this category is a baby file, a baby nail file. We actually use, it's by the brand Haka. It's this little electric nail file. It comes in a case and there's a bunch of different heads. There's different colors, and the different colors signify like how rough it is, how, the coarseness of the file. It is so soft. It does not hurt one bit. So it comes with a couple of different ones just based on their age, and it'll tell you in the instructions. And it has a couple of different speeds. It can go like speed 1 or speed 2, and then spins to the right or spins to the left. If you have it turned on, it does not hurt one bit. Ellie does not mind this at all. She actually seems very intrigued by it, and I tried using a regular file and I just felt like I was sitting there forever and I can never get her nails super smooth. I use this and it only takes a couple of minutes to do it, and they're so smooth. So I highly recommend this. I love this thing. We use this a lot, and again, it's something that seems really gimmicky, but I feel like it's one of our best Amazon purchases yet. So like with everything, I'll link it down below. I would definitely try this out if you've been filing your baby's nails and it's not working out. So I would try this. I just finished wrapping up this video and I was putting away all my things and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to say a thermometer. How did I not think to say that? So I'm just going to add this clip in wherever it fits in the video and just say make sure you have a rectal thermometer. I just got mine. This is from Target. It's just an Up and Up brand, and it's a quick one. It's called a quick 10-second one, because you obviously don't want it you don't want one that's going to take forever to get a good read, especially because it is done rectally for infants. And then just get some probe covers. You can get these at like wherever, Target, Walmart, Publix, grocery store, anywhere. You put a new thing on it, you guys know how to take a temperature. I would put a little bit of Vaseline or Aquaphor on it. That's what they do at the hospital, that's what they do at the pediatrician's office, and it just makes it a little bit more comfortable when you take it. But I definitely wouldn't wait until your baby is sick to run out and get one. I would think having one of these on hand, especially because they're only a few dollars, I think having one of these on hand before your baby gets here is a great idea. So I would recommend getting this right away, like while you're pregnant. Couple of things, I don't really know what category to put them in, just kind of like miscellaneous, I guess. I would say that you do need a diaper bag if you're going to be going, I mean, when you have a newborn, it's not like you're going out a ton, but you are going to take them to the pediatrician. When you go to the pediatrician, like, you're gonna have to, you know, bring your diaper bag. At least at ours, like, it's not like they had diapers sitting there waiting for you. They don't have wipes. Like, I mean, I'm sure they do, but like, they don't offer them. So I would just say you need a bag to put your baby things in, and a diaper bag is probably something you're gonna want anyway. So I would say that not only a newborn must have, but just a baby must have in general, a child must have. I have a Petunia pickle bottom. I got this when I was very newly pregnant, actually. I feel like I got this in like my first trimester or maybe early second trimester, and I got it online, actually on Anthropologie's website. I got this on clearance for such a good deal. These diaper bags are not cheap, and I think I ended up paying like $40 or $60 for this, which for this brand is a really good deal. And I really love it. And I mean, I'm a believer. If anything ever happened to this, I would save up and get another one, because it's just I love it. You open this up. I feel like this is turning into a bag review, but all I was trying to say is you need a diaper bag. But you like open it and then you pull these zippers down like this, and then it folds out into a changing pad, which is so cool. You keep the diapers and your wipes here, and then open it up and it has a bunch of compartments inside. So I really like this. Again, you don't need to go crazy on the diaper bag, but you definitely, I think, should probably get one. And I don't think it would hurt to have one when they're a newborn and you're going to all those doctor's appointments. Next thing you're gonna wanna have are some pacifiers. We like 2 of them. The kind that we got in the hospital are these, and then I ordered some more. I got the pink one. They're called Lollipop. I got them on Amazon. I'll link them. They're cheap and they're great. They're very, I don't know, they have like a little cutout at the top for their nose, so I feel like it's like a comfortable fit for most babies. It's all one piece so that it can't break. They're easy to sanitize just through boiling water. They're lightweight. Some pacifiers are kind of heavy and like, I don't know. So anyway, they gave us these at the hospital, and then I ordered the 3-month plus size when she when she got older. But yeah, we love these. These are probably our #1 most used. And then our #2, and I like these when she's in the car seat because they stay in her mouth just a little bit better when she's inclined, are these Bibs pacifiers. And we only have 2 of these. They come in a 2-pack, and I'll link them too on Amazon. Alright, the next thing that goes along with pacifiers are Paci Clips. Don't think too far into this, just get a couple of Paci Clips. This one is really cute. It's by Lulu Lollipop, and I got it on Amazon. I'll link it. These kind of make me a little nervous. Like, I know that like she loves it because she can bite on this, but I have like a fear that this is just gonna break. It's not going to, but I'm just like a nervous Nelly. These are really cute though. And then we also use the ones that are just like a fabric, the really cheap ones that are, you know, like a metal clip with the fabric. Those ones are just harder to like get through the loop of the pacifier. You have to sit there and like do it. This is super easy to attach to anything. As you can see, I use pacifier clips not only for pacifiers, but I use it for toys too. I just attach this to her bouncer, and then she can sit here and chew on this, play with it, and then she like has this thing where she's like throwing things, and at least when she tosses it and throws it, it doesn't land on the floor and get dirty. So anyway, pacifier clips, I would just get maybe like maybe like 4 of them or so. I don't feel like you need a ton of them. Maybe even 4 is overdoing it. I feel like we have 1 on the car seat that we just always keep on the car seat, and then I have 1 on the baby Bjorn bouncer, and then I have like 2, like 1 in the diaper bag, and then 1 in her drawer. So 4 has actually been like a great number for us. It feels like there's always 1 wherever we're going. So yeah, 4. Okay, 2 more things, guys. I have no idea how long this video is. If you've made it this long, thank you so much. I appreciate it. 2 more things that have been essential must-haves for us. A baby fan. This thing, we have 2 of them. We have a black one, and then I got a pink one maybe when she was like, I don't know, not long after, maybe within her first month of life. I got this initially for the stroller, and we use it for every single walk. Wherever you live, I feel like it's just good to have some ventilation going. I mean, it's hot here where we live, but I feel like regardless, like their bassinet gets hot, like you just want some air circulating. Having this pointed down, not like right at their face, but you know, just on their body to get things moving. It's really nice because it's you just use it comes with a micro USB cord, and you just recharge it, so you don't have to worry about batteries. I love this one. I know some people have had trouble with certain ones on Amazon, so I have 2 of these and have had 0 problems in my 5 months of using them. So I'll link the exact one that we have down below, and like I said, we have 2 of them. Reason we have 2, we keep 1 on the stroller, and then in our car we don't have ceiling vents in the back. Most cars don't, unless you have a 3-row vehicle. You probably don't have ceiling vents. So I actually attached this to the like middle seat, and I'm gonna show this in like a baby hack video, but I attach this to the middle seat, and like that way there's some air flowing back there because she's rear facing and she doesn't necessarily get all the air that I have until the car has fully cooled down. So baby fan, must have. And then the last thing is a baby monitor. I think you 100% need a baby monitor. I don't think that it matters necessarily which baby monitor you get, but you're going to have to, you're going to want to put your baby down to obviously sleep, for you to get things done when they're sleeping, and you want to be able to keep an eye on them. You want them to be able to get a good sleep and a good nap without you hovering over, and that was really hard for me at the beginning, but being able to see her is just, I mean, I feel like I don't need to explain the importance of a baby monitor. We have the Infant Optics. We love this one. This is a Wi-Fi one, so you can't get it on your phone, and I actually prefer that. I didn't want one that connected to your phone with like, I don't know, just hacking like fears. But this works great. I think that the range on this one is like 900 feet. The Pro I think is like 1200 feet, so if you have a bigger home, I'd probably upgrade to the Pro. But it comes in color. If there's light, it's color. If it's dark, it's black and white. And you know, it's just no nonsense. It's very easy to use. It's very simple. You can hit this and like move around. It's just in her crib right now, so you can see it moving. I think you can see that. So yeah, this works really well. We're really happy with it. And yeah, I would definitely get yourself a baby monitor early on, because you're definitely going to want one for sure. Something we used a lot when Ellie was a newborn was this little toy, because it had some black and white little crinklies, and when they're newborns, they really can only see black and white at the beginning, so anything high contrast, you don't need to buy a special toy for this, but we did like it, especially just because it props itself up and makes a cute little sound. She really liked looking at this, and then on the end of it, it has a mirror for her to look at herself, so she loved this. I'll link it down below, but really just anything high contrast, black and white. There's not too many activities that you do with your newborn, so I feel like just having a couple little things like this just made me feel like I was doing something to entertain her in those first couple of weeks. So I recommend something like this. They have pretty affordable things on Amazon if you feel like you don't have something black and white around your house to entertain the baby with. Along with that little toy, I would also say you need somewhere to do tummy time, and in other videos I'm going to talk about toys that I really liked for Ellie, play mats, activity centers, all those kinds of good things, but really all you must have is the floor. Maybe just put down a blanket, a nice soft clean blanket, lay the baby on their belly and practice doing tummy time, or just lay on their head and have them explore and look around and like feel their fingers and stretch. So just a blanket. I mean, I feel like that's really all you need when it comes down. All right guys, that was a long video. I have no idea how long it was until I edit it, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and congratulations on your little one. Very excited for you. This is such a sweet time in your life, so enjoy every minute, and I hope you enjoyed this video, found it informative and helpful, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. I'll see you next time. Bye.